Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Charlotte.
And I'm Gabby.
And today, what are we talking about?
We're talking about this bad boy right here. This is the 2023 Kia Niro. And Charlotte, what are we doing today?
Today, we finally have the information for the HEV and the PHEV. So today, we're going to be focusing on the PHEV since we know we've been getting tons of questions about that. And we actually have the full ordering guide. So we have trim, we have specs, colors, and MSRP for the Niro PHEV. So we're going to be going through and unpacking all of those today.
I guess you could say we're going from zero to Niro.
All right, so as Gabby was getting that set up, now we have all of the information for the specs for the Niro PHEV up on the screen. So for this vehicle, there's only one trim, and it's an EX. And you're going to be really surprised with the certain features that this vehicle does have, especially because there's only one trim and it is an EX. And I would say that this is a little bit more than a true EX. You know, you get more than just kind of what you typically see when you think of more of a mid-tier trim. But with that being said, Gabby is going to get into the powertrain and safety.
So for the bones of the vehicle, you start off with a 1.6-liter four-cylinder GDI engine. That is, of course, tied with your hybrid power source and a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission. This transmission is not for sportiness, it's for efficiency. Our dual clutches are amazing in our hybrids for fuel efficiency. Our gear select is also shift-by-wire, so you may have seen it in our EV6 and a couple of our other EV vehicles. It looks like a little dial that you actually turn over to left or right to change gears. I actually love it a lot. You also have idle, stop, and go, which is pretty cool. 7 airbags, that's pretty standard. Electronic parking brake, I always like to point that out. Another thing that you guys do get is a mobility kit, so there's no spare tire in this vehicle. You also have a bunch of safety features. Let's see if I can kind of zoom in a little bit. I'll make this bigger for you guys anyway, never mind. Okay, a bunch of lane keep and lane follow assist settings. You get your forward collision avoidance, you get your blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert, a bunch of safety features that really, this vehicle's always, it's got eyes on everything. Even when you may fail, the vehicle could pick up and eventually, or maybe mitigate a collision. Next up for exterior, we got 16-inch alloy wheels. We will show you what the wheels actually look like. LED daytime running lights and positioning lights. You also have roof rails and LED rear taillights.
So that is definitely great for the outside. On the outside, just continuing a little bit as it goes into the next column too, you get front solar glass as well. You're going to get some tint in the rear, so that is also super nice. And the acoustic laminated windshield. Some people have been asking about the windows on that, so I figured it would be good to mention that it's at least a part of the windshield. And then we'll get into comfort and tech as well, which I know is what a lot of people like to know about. So with the EX, you are going to be getting the option for cloth and synthetic leather seats. You've got heated front seats as well, 60-40 split in the rear, telescopic steering wheel. It's going to be a leather wrap steering wheel as well. That is heated all the way around. Woohoo!
Heated steering wheel is amazing.
It's definitely the best. Also dual zone climate control as well, keyless entry, cruise control. You'll have the 4.2 for your dash, screen for your dash, and then as far as the actual big screen, the multimedia interface, that is going to be the 10.25-inch screen. With the EX, you're also going to get Kia Connect, so you get that right away with this vehicle, and the capacity for Sirius XM as well. Smart key, push button start, wireless cell phone charger, remote start, and everything like that as well. And of course, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
So the tech features and the safety features are amazing in this trim level. Usually when they have an LX, EX, EX Plus, that kind of thing, it makes it a little hard to kind of pick which trim level you want. I think they made it really nice and simple. So here's your EX. The MSRP is $37,995, and that is Canadian. At this point, it does qualify for the federal rebate as well too. We're going to get into colors as well. So we have our 6 colors listed right over here. All C-pillars are body color. You may have seen on the Niro EV that you do have the option of kind of a two-tone look to it, but in this case, it's all body color. So you have your classic snow white pearl, aurora black pearl, steel gray, runway red, interstellar gray, and mineral blue. I'm excited to see the mineral blue.
I know, I think it'll look good. And then they all come with the cloth/synthetic leather combination for the interior, so no different choices for the inside. And there's also your 16-inch alloys. That way you can see what the design is.
They're actually really nice.
They fit the rugged style of this vehicle because it's now a little, I don't want to say boxy, but a little bit more angular, less bubbly. I liked when you used that. That was a good description of it.
It definitely gives a lot of sportage look to it for sure. But even our current sportage is still a little bit more bubbly and round. This is definitely more squared off and kind of aggressive looking.
Chiseled.
For a car, chiseled. Yeah, he's handsome. All right, next up, this is your actual vehicle specs. So like I mentioned, 1.6 liter 4-cylinder. I'm going to get into the horsepower and torque. So you can see our separated ones here. So just the electric motor, you have 83 horsepower. And then for torque, you have 149.7 pound-foot of torque. That is crazy. For your hybrid starter generator, you got 10.8 horsepower and then 26.1 pound-foot of torque.
2.6.
2.6. That's a real power horse. Next up for combined performance, we have 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. Regular unleaded gasoline, so you don't have to worry about any special premium, especially with today's gas prices.
Yeah.
And you have up to 55 kilometers of range, so that's definitely an improvement from the previous Niro. So very, very efficient vehicle. Your fuel efficiency readings, I should touch on that. So it's reading at 2.1 liters per 100 kilometers combined gasoline and electric. And then when you're using just gasoline only, you're at 4.8. So even if you're out of charge, this vehicle is still extremely efficient. And for the size of this vehicle, from what we've seen so far, it's a pretty decent sized vehicle. So that is amazing numbers. Charge time is another thing you definitely want to think about if you're looking at a plug-in hybrid. So with the level 1, the time will vary depending on your output source. But for level 2, which is pretty common, you'll see 2 hours and 45 minutes from empty. So that's actually a really good charge time.
Faster than mine.
Very fast, yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching and for tuning in on the information that we do have on the Niro PHEV. Stay tuned because we are going to have a video coming this week on the ordering guide and going through the same process for the HEV. Now, in regards to ordering times and actually getting your hands on one of these vehicles, what does it look like right now?
So right now we still don't have an estimated timeline and the ordering bank is still closed Canada-wide. Kia Canada, you can't order cars. Love that. What our dealership does and what most dealers are doing for Kia, we take deposits. So if you are interested in getting yourself an EX Niro, you got to let us know your color choice. Of course, no other trim level because there's only the EX. We take a deposit, we put you in our queue, and then once allocation starts or once ordering actually becomes available, we have everything we need to place your order. And then at Brantford Kia, we like to say we're EV experts, so EV, hybrid, everything. We know our product and we would love to help you out. We will have a link in our bio below where you can actually get in contact with us. And me and Charlotte are on the team. We're real salespeople and finance manager at the dealership. We can actually help you out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for our next video, and we'll see you soon. Bye.